Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Cilia Li Show, the podcast that's all about helping you to become the best version of yourself and have a juicier life. Today's a solo episode with myself, your girl, your bestie, Cilia Li. If you're watching the video, by the way, check out my t-shirt. Shout out to Obscene, they're from New York City. If you like it, then check them out here. They have other cool designs. Anyway, so today's episode, I want to talk about how to be magnetic as fuck. I'm going to be sharing with you my personal formula and how to be magnetic. Why this? Because I often get people telling me that my energy is quite magnetic. And I've even had people come to me saying, I want you to coach me because I want that confidence and that magnetic energy that you exude. And I believe it's all the work that I've done on myself. That's what made me really magnetic. So like this self-love journey that I'm on, building that relationship with myself, the healing work, inner work, self-reflection, all of that, everything that I've done in the past 5 years has shaped me this person that I am today. And all the work I've done, obviously it's an ongoing journey. I've basically summarized it into a formula, which is what I'm going to share with you later. But first of all, I want you to get a pen and paper and write your answers for the following questions. What does being magnetic mean to you? And how does it look like? You might want to pause this whilst you're writing, and then once you're done, come back to it. Magnetism is different for everyone. What makes me magnetic does not necessarily mean it's going to work for you or will make you magnetic, and vice versa. But I do believe it all comes down to one thing. And that is having the confidence to unapologetically be you. Do you? So let me share with you my formula. This is like an algebra formula. So this is a simplified version. Self-love. So by the way, if you're watching the video, you'll be able to see it on the screen. Self-love equals confidence equals magnetic. This is just a simplified version. And by the way, and don't at me if it's not how you write a formula, of algebra formula, because I wasn't great at maths in school. Anyway, so let me give you the detailed version, like the expanded version of this formula. Let me expand the self-love part. Self-love equals open brackets, self-respect plus self-awareness plus self-acceptance, plus letting go, plus authenticity, plus kindness, plus love. Close brackets, multiply that by femininity. All that stuff in the brackets multiplied by femininity for me is self-love. Let me explain that. So when you start your self-love journey, when you start to love yourself, basically you're getting to know yourself, right? You know what you will tolerate, what you will not tolerate, what you like, what you dislike. And so that means you're starting to honor yourself. You honor your needs. And because you're honoring yourself, you will have boundaries in place. And that is basically a form of self-respect. You're respecting yourself. Self-awareness. So self-awareness is basically, like I said, you're getting to know yourself. You understand what triggers you. You're aware of your emotions. You're paying more attention to your emotions. You're more in touch with your emotions. You understand your feelings. And basically, you have more self-compassion for yourself, and you're not judging yourself. So that is self-awareness. Right? Self-acceptance. Now that is accepting who you are. You're not rejecting yourself. Not only you're accepting this version of yourself, but also the past versions of yourself. So like accepting your flaws, accepting the stuff that you've done in the past that you may not be proud of, but instead of rejecting that, trying to forget it, try to hide it or whatever, you are accepting that part of you. You're embracing everything, all parts of you basically. So that's what self-acceptance is. And also with self-acceptance, that is where the confidence comes in, because let's say you've done something in the past and you're not proud of, and you don't really want to talk about it, you don't really want people to know because you're embarrassed about it, right? But if you're hiding, and let's say someone has these information about you, they can use it against you. And what's going to happen? You get scared, you feel powerless, you're basically giving them, they basically have power over you. And so you lose the confidence. Whereas when you own it and you accept everything about yourself, people can't say shit to you. They'll be like, they did XYZ to you, say this XYZ about you, and you'll be like, No shit. I knew that already. Tell me something I don't know about myself already. Do you know what I mean? So then that's where the confidence comes. I mentioned about letting go. So letting go in this context is being free. Being not caring about people's judgment, what they think of you. You're just unapologetically you. So that means you're no longer going to dim your light. You're just going to do whatever you want. Speak your mind. No more people pleasing. This is very important. No more people pleasing. That is such a big thing when it comes to self-love. Anyway, now because you've let go and you're just being you, do you remember I said authenticity? In fact, actually, it should be letting go times authenticity, them two together. I think I just messed up the whole algebra, the formula. But anyway, so once you let go, you're just free. You're just being yourself. You're naturally, well, basically, you're just unapologetically you. You're just being your authentic self, and that people love seeing when people are free. They are just being themselves, authentically themselves. That's what people are drawn to. So you see how it's also part of being magnetic. Anyway, so yeah, so you're no people pleasing. You're not dimming your light. You're just being yourself. And also another thing, I just want to go back. When you're no longer people pleasing, this is where the self-respect. You see how they all go hand in hand. When you start to respect yourself, you will actually say no when you mean no, and you will say yes when it means yes. You're not going to say yes when you mean no, because you respect yourself and you don't people please, because you know who you are. You don't need people's validation. You don't need to be liked by everyone, because you are so comfortable, so confident in your own skin. Anyway, moving on to kindness. Treating yourself with kindness is also part of self-love. Not only that, you treat people with kindness, right? And last part, love. Do everything with love, because you are love. I am love. Everyone is love. When you do everything with love, people will be drawn to you. Obviously, do it genuinely with love. But what I'm saying is that when you do everything with love, people see it. People will gravitate towards you. And then finally, close brackets, multiply it by femininity. So if this femininity part might not necessarily be for everyone, but it's definitely for me, worked for me. So on this self-love journey, I've also learned to embrace my feminine energy. Why I consider this as part of my self-love journey? Because I'm a woman. And part of my self-love journey is also embracing who I am as a woman, loving myself as a woman, loving my feminine body, my body as a woman, and loving my menstrual cycle, like be at peace with everything, getting to know my body as a woman. When I started really embracing and learning how to embrace my femininity, tapping into my feminine energy, I do feel like it's enhanced my self-love. I got to know myself even more. What does multiplying by femininity mean? By the way, actually, it should be femininity plus feminine energy, because they are kind of different things, but that's another whole topic. But anyway, let's just stick to times femininity. It is being receptive. So part of the self-love journey is learning how to not being hyper independent, by the way. Like knowing that, yes, you got yourself, but also learn how to be receptive and actually ask for help, because why stress yourself out when you can ask for help, right? So being receptive, embracing pleasure, embracing sensuality, being creative, and being free. Being free is also a trait of feminine energy. Anyway, so then all of that is self-love, also equals confidence. You know what I just realized? Sensuality. I should add, equals confidence times sensuality equals magnetic. Oh my God, I think I just made this formula very complicated. But anyway, so basically, so after all the self-love part, now we move to this middle section, confidence times sensuality. Yeah, I think it makes more sense, because, so again, it is like something that I believe, because it worked for me. Sensuality is not really, it doesn't have to be for everyone, but I do believe we all should tap into our sensuality. And I'll tell you why. When you're more self-aware, you are more connected. Self-love is also connecting to your body and being comfortable in your own skin, right? Because you're accepting yourself. And so that's why this is where all the confidence comes. And when you're connected to your body and confident in your own skin, that is when you're embracing your sensuality. Sensuality, by the way, is not necessarily about being sexual. Sensuality actually means how you feel in your body, in your skin, is being comfortable and being connected to your body, connected to your senses. That is sensuality. So anyway, when I started embracing my femininity, I also became very sensual. Like actually, I had the confidence to embrace my sensuality because, you know, there's a lot of shame around embracing your sensuality. Ladies, sensuality is your birthright. Yeah. Anyway, so what did I say? Oh yeah. So confidence with sensuality, because basically now, because you've worked on self-love, you've got that confidence, and also you're confident in your own skin and you're embracing your sensuality. That's what makes you magnetic. So let me just repeat that formula. It is self-love equals open brackets, self-respect plus self-awareness plus self-acceptance plus letting go plus authenticity plus kindness plus love, close brackets, multiplied by femininity equals confidence times sensuality equals magnetic as fuck. So that's the formula. But like I said, what makes me magnetic is not necessarily what makes you magnetic. However, I do believe my formula does apply to everyone, except obviously you can take away the femininity and the sensuality, but the rest of it definitely applies, because we all need to have self-love. We all need to have a relationship with ourselves. That's the most important relationship to have, which is with yourself. And once you have that, you will become confident. The ultimate thing that makes you confident is you embracing your unique self, your quirkiness, being comfortable in your skin, and just being free. So people, as I always say, be your true authentic self. Unapologetically do you, be you. And that's it. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at iam.ciliali. You see more content like this. Also on TikTok at iam.ciliali. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Do you agree with the formula? I want to know, what does being magnetic mean to you and how does it look like? Let me know all of that in the comments, and I'll see you at the next episode. Mwah.